Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to Bringing Division video. What I've guessed today is something a little bit different. As you guys can see by the title, today I'm going to be sitting down and talking about the entire evolution of the Striker gear set in the game. I don't know why, but I do think sitting down with you guys and talking about all the different changes with this gear set in a video is pretty interesting, and if you are a new player, if you're a returning player, it really doesn't matter, or even if you're a veteran player, I do think you're going to find this video pretty interesting, and it's just kind of cool to sit back and kind of think about all the different changes that did happen in the game throughout the different patches. So like I said, we're going to start off with the first patch, and then we're going to go all the way to the 1.8 and see how this gear set changed. I also do plan on making more videos with different gear sets, for example like Nomad, Alpha Bridge, Sentry, Tactician, and stuff like that in the future. If you guys do enjoy this video and you find it pretty interesting, I will be down to make more videos kind of going back with different gear sets. Anyways, if you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and let's get right into this. So starting off first, we come to patch 1.1, and this pretty much was the meta of the Striker slash Sentry slash Vector kind of build. If you guys played the game back then, you remember that everyone pretty much used this gear set with the combination of like the Sentry and Vector, or pretty much any submachine gun, and that was pretty much ran in the Dark Zone and even PvE 24/7. So coming up first, with the 2-set bonus back then, you would receive plus 20% enemy armor damage. With the 3-set bonus, you would get 100% critical hit damage on your weapon, which is pretty insane if you think about it right now. If this was in the game at the moment, how the game is in 1.8, that would be pretty insane. You would be killing everyone in the Dark Zone with like 1 to 2 bullets with your lightweight M4 or even the house. Lastly, we have the 4-set bonus, and what this did was every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%, missing shot drops bonus by 2%, bonuses reduced by 1% every second. So back then and even now, the 4-set bonus kind of works the same. It just gives you a little bit more damage and it drops it down whenever you miss your shots. Up next we have patch 1.2, and this once again was another meta where Sentry, Striker, and Vector pretty much dominated everything, and this once again was the #1 gear set used. So really quickly, for the 2-set bonus, what you got was plus 20% enemy armor damage. For the 3-set bonus, you actually got plus 50% critical hit damage, and the 4-set bonus stayed the same, which every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100%, missing shot drops bonus by 2%, bonus is reduced by 1% every second. So from the first patch to the second one, the only thing that did change with this gear set was the 50% critical hit damage. Next up we have patch 1.3, and if you guys remember this patch, this was actually the patch where they included 5-set bonuses for your gear. So Sentry, Striker, Alpha Bridge, stuff like that, they pretty much had a 5-set bonus, like they kind of do now with the classified gear. So first up, for the 2-set bonus, you actually got 10% enemy armor damage. For the 3-set bonus, you got plus 20% critical hit damage. The 4-set bonus stayed the same, every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage, stacks up to 100, missing shot drop bonus by 2%, bonus is reduced by 1% every second, but now the 5-set bonus actually gives you 10% enemy armor damage, and also gives you 30% extra critical hit damage. So if you think about it, 1.2 and 1.3 didn't really change anything. The only thing they did add was a 5-set bonus to this gear set and other gear sets, but you're still getting 50% critical hit damage, you're still getting the 20% enemy armor damage, and you're still getting the same 4-set bonus. In 1.4, this is where things changed the most in the game, and pretty much every single gear set received either a buff or a nerf. With the Striker, it was a nerf. After this, I don't think anyone really used Striker anymore. It was all about Alpha Bridge, it was all about, Tactician, Sentry, stuff like that. No one really touched Striker after this patch. And it was pretty sad. You went from getting a lot of critical hit damage, you went from pretty much the entire population on the game using Striker, to no one really touching it, and everyone started using Alpha Bridge or other gear sets. So really quickly, in 1.4, for the 2-set bonus, what you got was 20% stability for your weapon, the 3-set bonus actually gave you 10% enemy armor damage, and the 4-set bonus stayed the same, which is the, increased damage by 1%, and it pretty much stacks up to 100. So throughout all the patches, 1.3, 1.4, 1.2, and 1.1, the 4-set bonus pretty much stayed the same. They didn't really change anything. The only thing they really did mix and match with was the 2-set bonuses and the 3-set bonuses so far. For patches 1.5 and 1.6, the gear set did not change at all. It stayed the same. The set bonuses were exactly the same as they were in patch 1.4, So pretty much for 3 patches, the gear set was exactly the same. No one really used it for PvP or PvE, and it was kind of left in the dust. In 1.7, this is where things really changed up, and this is where pretty much the classified items have been introduced. So for the 2-step bonus, you actually get 20% stability. For the 3-step bonus, you get 10% enemy armor damage. The 4-step bonus was exactly the same how it was previously. It pretty much gives you extra damage when you stack your shots. But now the 5-step bonus gives you 10% extra stability, and it also gives you 5% enemy armor damage. So now it kind of was okay with the 5-piece bonus. But then the 6-piece bonus, which every hit a self-healing bonus for 0.10% of your max health per second, was activated. This bonus is further increased by 0.01% for every 2000 stamina. Stacks up to 100 hits, bonus is reduced by 0.10% every second. Bonus can be removed by a EMP. So this once again was on the PTS, and this is where the striker gear set was really overpowered in my opinion. Everyone pretty much used it on the PTS. It was really easy, to do a lot of damage and to pretty much be a walking tank, I guess you could say, because the healing on it was so strong and it was so easy to achieve the max healing because of the 2000 stamina, and pretty much this is where a lot of people started complaining. Present day, we now have patch 1.8, and this is pretty much how the gear set is at the moment. If you guys get on the game right now, this is where you're gonna get. So for the 2-step bonus, what you get is plus 20% stability. For the 3-step bonus, you will get plus 10% enemy armor damage. The 4-step bonus, once again, is pretty much the same. The only thing they added was bonus can be removed or paused by an EMP, and is lost when exiting combat. That's the only change they pretty much added. The 5-piece bonus, 10% stability, and also 5% enemy armor damage. And now the 6-piece bonus once again did get changed from the PTS into the actual game. It still works the same, it still has the same concept of how it works and the damage output and the healing, but in 1.8 it is a little bit, I guess weaker you could say, than it was previously. So right now what the 6-piece bonus does is every hit a self-healing bonus for 0.02% of max health per second is activated. This bonus is further increased by 0.05% for every 3000 stamina, stacks up to 100 hits, missing shots drops the bonus by 1 stack, and the bonus is reduced by 2 stacks every second. So, as you guys can see, in 1.7 and 1.8, the only thing they did really change was the 2 stacks every second kind of reduction, the stamina change, and also how the self-healing worked. Now it's 0.2%, and previously it was 0.10%. Anyways, those are all the changes for the striker gear set in the game. As you guys can see, if we sit down and we kind of look at it, it was pretty overpowered back then, but now it kind of works a little bit differently. It's still really strong, don't get me wrong, but definitely it's a big change between 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 to what it is at the moment. But once again, that is it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trust you, okay, give you real address. I can't trust you, okay, give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.